Okay, the towel that I have, just before we get started, is about 4 feet long. The longer the towel, the better for this workout, because if it's too short, you won't be able to do some of the things. I'm going to do a couple of things that I did the other day in my my posture class too, which I think will really help understand how to get into your neck and shoulder area. Okay, I think we're going to get started. I'm going to turn some music on, so hang on. It's something light and nice in the back for the background. It should be just the right volume. If it's not just the right volume, Stephanie, you're my niece. You can let us know. You can just text me, okay? And Caroline will take a look and see if you text, or you just put in the chats if it's okay. We're gonna get started with recover and renew. We're using a towel, so we're gonna start off with the towel, just nice and easy, and just kind of swing your arms. Okay, so someone is chatting, so I'm just gonna kind of take a quick look, or Caroline will, see what's going on. Hopefully that's the right volume, and if not, we'll fix it. Just let your arms swing, let your body sway very gently, breathing naturally. We're gonna do this 2 more times. 1 more each way, 1 more to the right, 1 more to the left, and then center yourself in the middle. From here, I'm gonna turn sideways because we're gonna go into an extension. You're just gonna take the towel in front of you, pull your shoulder blades back and down as you lift your chest and shoulders, and then as you exhale, push the towel forward, pulling it on it at the same time and round your spine. Inhale, coming into your extension, pulling the shoulder blades back and down. As you exhale, push and really feel that back stretch. Inhale, pulling the shoulder blades back and down, lifting the heart, lifting the chest. Exhaling, pressing out again. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhaling, pulling the shoulder blades back. Be sure when you push the towel forward, you're pulling on it at the same time. That's going to give you a lot more integrity in the stretch. And then again, exhaling to press out. We're going to do this 1 more time. Inhaling to pull, opening the chest, soften the knees. Exhale and round forward. From here, we're going to stand up, and I want you to take your towel and just wrap it around your neck, okay? And hold it in the right hand so it's really high up around your skull, okay? Take the opposite hand and just anchor that down, and you're going to turn your head to the right, pulling on the towel to give you a stretch. So you're literally pulling at the same time and then turn back again. So pull up on the towel, push your head into the towel, and you should feel a stretch in your neck. Come back a little bit. So what are you doing here? You're pushing your head into the towel, creating a tractioning sense of support for the head, and come back. Let's do that 2 more times. Push your head into the towel and pull the towel into your head. And release a little. So it's kind of a pressure. You're applying some pressure, and then you're releasing it 1 more time. Apply that gentle pressure into the towel, and then release that down. Now taking it on the opposite side, you're going to hold it up under the head there, and then stabilize it on the right hand, and then pressing up into it and releasing. So what are you doing here again? You're pressing your head into the towel as you're pulling the towel into your head, and then releasing it. So it's applying a little bit of pressure, and then you're releasing. Let's do that again. Applying that pressure, and then releasing. 2 more like that. Apply that pressure, and release. 1 more time. Apply a little bit of pressure there, and then release. Come back to center and bring the arms in front of you. From here, we're going to go into an arm scissoring pattern. So if the arms are straight out like this and your legs are about shoulder distance apart, you're just going to turn and then turn. So as much as possible, get the arms to cross over one another from top to bottom, if you can see what I mean. That's going to give you the bigger stretch. Can you feel that? Yeah, feels nice. Continue. Now, if you're up for a little bit of a balance challenge, we're going to stop at the top with the right hand at the top. And what's going to happen is you're going to lift your left leg and bring it toward the right. So you're going to go up and down. Good. And try to continue pulling that left arm across the body. Up and then down. Up and then down. Up. Good. Up. 2 more. 1 more, and then come back to center. So now it's the left arm that's going to have to come down. So you're going to have to pull, and then you take the right arm across the top and try to really feel that. You can actually press your hand right into your knee to help you balance at the top. Good. Exhaling. Beautiful. Good. 2 more of these. Good. 1 more. And then release it here. Okay, so we're going to start in the next one in what we call a thoracic circle. So we're going to make circles with our rib cage. So we're going to take the towel and place it around our back. So you want to have the towel just at that part of your back where your ribs, the end of your rib cage and the beginning of your lower back. It's called the thoracolumbar junction, and we're going to start there. So a little bit of an take your right foot behind you, a little bit of an offset stance. And what we're going to do is we're going to round the spine, but then we're going to circle back, kind of keeping that pressure of the towel on that part of your spine where you're meant to be moving from. So you're making the circular pattern around. The reason your feet are offset is to give you more balance and also give you the ability to rotate even further to that right side. So it's more about the right side rotation right here than it is about the left side. Good. Do that 2 more times, making that circular pattern, and then come back to center. So circular patterns are really important. They help to hydrate the tissue, the fascial tissue. So we're going to start in flexion, which means rounded at the spine, starting to go to the left. Make sure you're pulling pretty significantly on the towel so you're getting the support in that back right where you're moving from. Can you feel what I mean by that? Josie, you feel that? Okay. Pushing, feeling, sensing. Circular patterns are good for hydration. Circular patterns are good for any oscillation type stuff, helps to break down adhesions. If you have any restrictions in your connective tissue structures, let's do 1 more in that way. And then coming all the way back to center, lift up and just sense how your body's feeling from there. Should feel pretty good. Holding the towel just in front of your shoulders here, we're going to start with our feet in a pretty good shoulder distance apart stance. And I want you to pull on the towel as you hinge your hips and come into a forward fold, and then let your arms just drop down at the bottom. Stay there, just breathe. Make sure your knees are not locked and you've got a softness in your knees in this forward fold position. Now as you're going to start to come up, I want you to pull on the towel really wide and then start to articulate by rolling your spine up segment by segment until you come all the way to the top, and then inhale, reach your arms all the way up, pressing them back as far as you can to get that stretch through the front of the shoulders. Inhale, start to reach out again, start to drop your head and shoulders and round your spine forward. Once you get to the bottom, relax your shoulders and let the towel go, just not tight at all, not taut at all, just relaxed. Stay there, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull on the towel and start to articulate. So the pulling on the towel will help your shoulder girdle stabilize as you roll segmentally up through your spine till your arms come all the way up to the top again. Pull your arms behind you as far as they go, keeping the elbows straight, and then bring your arms in front. Inhale, exhale, articulate by rolling your spine segmentally down until you come into your full forward fold with soft knees. Towel is relaxed. Let it go slack. Inhale, stay there. As you exhale, pull again on the towel to pull it nice and tight. Start to roll your spine segment by segment all the way back up again until you come all the way to the top, and then pull your arms back and then drop them to shoulder height. From here, we're going to take the arms, lift them up and do a tiny side bend over, come back to center, and then lower all the way back down again. Inhale, start to lift up, side bend the opposite way to the left, come all the way back up and lower back down. We're going to add something to that. So you're going to take your arms up. What I want you to do is take your right leg and bring it behind you. Okay? From there, keep it behind you and start to lean to your left side. Can you feel that stretch? Now push your back heel down and really feel the pulling up and pushing down sensation to get that stretch. Feel nice? Stay there. Inhale. And then exhale to come back to center. Lower your arms. I don't want your arms to get too tired. Roll the shoulders back. Roll them back. And roll them back. Now inhale, bring the arms up. This time you'll take your left leg behind. You can start on the ball of your foot. And then when you start the side bend to the right, you drive the heel down. And you keep reaching that right arm or the left arm up to the ceiling. Pushing through that heel. Really feel the stretch through the whole side of your hip, the rib cage. Come back up to center again. And then lower the arms. Circle the arms back. Does that feel good? 2 more. We're going to do 1 more of those each side. So inhale, the arms go up. You take your right leg, you bring it behind. You're on the ball of your foot to start. You start bending to your left, and then you drive your back foot down. Keep reaching the arms apart. Try to keep your head in the middle of your 2 arms. Push through that heel, reach up through that right hand, Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower the arms and roll them back. 2 more like that. Good. Lift the arms up. Take the left leg, bring it over. Start to side bend to the right and push the heel down. Feel how nice that stretch feels by pushing through the heel and reaching through that left hand. Last one, inhale. Exhale, come back to center, lower your arms and shake them out. Okay, just shake them out. In fact, place your towel down. I want you to come into a little bit of a quarter squat position and just let your arms do this little shake out. Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Keep your buttocks back, let those arms just dangle, and then stand up and add an arm swing, down and up, down. These are called pendulum swings. The weight of your arms, let them just go. Okay, that gives you that pendulum swing. Any pendulum swings will help to break down fascial adhesions that you might have in your shoulders. What are fascial adhesions? They are connective tissue tension, areas of like pockets of tension, right? Kind of congestion in the tissue. 2 more, 1 more, and relax. Good, okay, we're gonna take it all down to the mat now. We're gonna start seated. So start sitting. You can sit up on something. You could sit on the orange ball if you have one at home, or you could sit up on a pillow if it wasn't comfortable for you to sit cross-legged down on the floor like this. So we're starting in this cross-legged position just to start to get this really nice side bend rotation. So the right hand will be down, the left hand will go up. You'll exhale, side bend over. But from here, I want you to flex your spine and rotate it. So you're going to rotate and flex. Your shoulders will be squared off right there. Just take a breath in, then flip back to face the front again, and then lift your arm and lower back down. So inhale, you lift up. Exhale, you side bend. Inhale, you flex and rotate. Exhale, you come back to center and lift yourself all the way up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend over. Inhale, flex and rotate. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, rotate and reach. Exhale, flip back. Inhale, up. We'll do 1 more of those. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, flex and rotate. Exhale, flip back to the center. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, breathe into your back right there. Exhale, flip to face front. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Okay, so in my yoga class last night, I talked to you a lot about something that I had remembered from my yoga training from years ago from my teacher. And you know how we sometimes take our foot and go like this? Go ahead and do that. Take your foot and just go like that. Okay, notice how that feels. Now, a lot of times people say it hurts their knees or they feel restricted in their hips. Try it like this instead. So rather than putting your foot like that, I want you to take this leg and I want you to rotate it out and then put your leg here and pull it in. So if you rotate it a little bit out, so you move this pelvis back and then you put that there, notice how you run 2 sit bones better. Okay, so it's a little bit more of a shift before you go into the rotation. So we're now going to rotate toward that leg. You can take your towel if you want, or you don't need it. And you're going to start to hinge forward. And really feel as you're doing that, the straightness in your spine. Pushing your foot into your leg will also help you to increase the stability of that leg, and then you can mobilize the back of it. If you can touch your toes, go ahead and grab a hold of your calf or your foot and go into a little bit more of a rounded spine position here, just draping, but the hip is still hinged. Stay there on the breath in, and then walk your hands back up. Good. And do the leg. So what are you going to do on this side? You're going to pull your hip back, then put this foot in, and then turn toward that leg. Using your towel or not, if you don't need it, just walk forward. Wrap it around your toes if you need to, or grab your toes or your arch of your foot. Push that foot into the leg, and just go into that forward fold. Stay there breathing. One more full breath in. And then bring your hands back and lift yourself back up again. Perfect. Okay, from here, we're going to go into a lying on our back position. So you're going to lie down on your back. You're going to need to have either your strap, your yoga strap, or a towel nearby. The yoga strap might be a little bit easier. I'm going to start by lying on our backs with our legs extended out, bent but really opened wide, arms to the sides, and we're just going to do the knee drop. This is a really great way to mobilize the hip joints. I know a lot of people have knee issues, so this will be a lot nicer lying on your back, getting that motion through the hip joint. Try to stabilize through your shoulders by pressing your scapula, your shoulder blades down into the mat. The next time you bring your next time you go to your left, stay there. So you're on your left side. Take your left foot and pick it up. Put it on top of your right leg and pull down on it, and you'll feel a stretch through the outside of that hip, all the way down the iliotibial band, which is a connective tissue sheet that goes from your pelvis all the way down into your knee joint. You might feel that. Take some nice deep breaths. And then from there, you're just going to bring the leg up a little bit and keep them configured like that and pull it into your chest. And from here, you can hold on to the back of your knee. Straighten out that leg, push through the heel, and have it pull in to get that a little bit more open in your left hip. From here, drop your foot and circle your ankle around. Josie usually does these, and she didn't do them today, so I decided I would do them. Let's go the other way. She ran out of time. Okay, and then shake that leg out. From there, you're just placing the foot back down and opening the two legs and going back and forth again in those knee drops. Okay, we're gonna do this 2 more times, and then the next time you get to your right side, stay over there, and then take the right leg and try to pull it up onto the top of the left. You might have to bring your legs a little closer, and then notice how you feel the whole lateral aspect of your hip and your leg. If you keep your shoulder blades down, you'll find that stability that's necessary. Stay here and breathe. You can turn your head the opposite way of your legs. And then from there, you're going to come back to center and pull the leg up just to pull it in toward you. Flexing your foot right here will help you to not feel your knee as much, and then push up through that leg. Pull that leg in toward you. We're going to do a really nice spinal rotation, which is a Pilates exercise next. So we're going to start by lying on our sides. So bend that knee and come down and just lie facing the front so you can see. And what I want you to do is just lie yourself, and if you have that pillow and you want to put it under your head, you can, okay? Otherwise, put your hand there. You're in this position where you're like a chair pose, right? So you've got your toes and knees in the same place as your hips and knees are in the same place. The top arm is just reaching toward the floor. Inhale, reach that arm up, and then rotate all the way over as far as you can, supporting your head with your hand. Stay there and breathe in. And now as you exhale, using your abdominals to pull that arm all the way back. Okay, so you've got some support. Inhale to lift the arm. Exhale to rotate the upper body. The leg might move a little on the top leg, that's fine. So it might shift a little bit as you rotate. Inhale to stay there. And then exhale to come all the way back. This is one of my favorite stretches. Inhale, lifting the arm. Exhale, rotating. It's called a spinal rotation because you're working through that whole spinal spiral. Stay there, breathing in. And then exhale, come back. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take your top leg and reach it long. And then you want to come onto your arm so that your arm is under your head. And then just reach forward and then back. So you're actually sliding as you're rotating your pelvis. So let the top pelvis here feel as though it's rotating as you reach and then pull back. Reach and pull back. You should be feeling a stretch all through the side of your hip as you reach and come back. 2 more like that. Roll and come back. 1 more time. Roll and come back. Excellent. We're going to do the whole thing on the other side. So just come over to the other side. Putting your hand underneath your head for support. Coming into that chair position with the arm reaching out in front. Inhale, lift that arm up. And as you exhale, you're just going to rotate over. You can support your head with your hand. Stay there for a nice deep breath in. And then exhale to come all the way back. Inhale, reach the top arm. Exhale, rotate. Again, you can let that top leg shift a little bit if it needs to. Stay there on the inhale. And then exhale, bring it all the way back. Good. Inhale, lifting the arm. Exhale, reaching, really getting that wide open stretch. Stay there on the inhale, filling up all through the chest and shoulders, and then exhale to come back. 1 more time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rotating, really feeling a Great stretch in your chest and shoulders. Stay there, inhale. And then exhale, come all the way back. Take your top leg and lengthen it. And you're gonna just get on top of your arm a little bit more and start to reach out and then pull back. Allow your top pelvis here to roll with you. It's like a log roll. And then come back. Roll the pelvis, reaching through the arm, and come back. Let's do that 2 more times. Roll and reach, and come back. Good. Roll and reach, and come back. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is lying face down, so you may wanna watch first before you do it. I'm gonna move my microphone out of the way a little bit, and I'm gonna come onto my head is down. What I'm gonna do is watch me first. I'm gonna bend my right knee, and I'm actually gonna have my arms out to the sides. It'll actually feel better for you if you have your arms out to the side. And then I'm gonna lift that leg up and try to rotate over. It may not touch, it's just coming up, and then put it back down and lower the knee. I'm gonna talk you through it, okay? So the idea is that you bend your knee. Now you're not lifting with your hamstring, you're taking your pelvis, lifting with your buttocks, up and over, and come back, and lower that leg down. Then the other knee. How are you gonna get that leg up? Squeeze your buttocks and lift up, come back, and lower back down. How's that going, okay? Bend the knee, lift the pelvis up. Feel like a big stretch, everybody? Come back, and lower down. Then the opposite knee, up, reach, come back. This is called the scorpion. Then the knee, up. So you feel like a little insect, a reptile. One more, here we go. Bend, lift, up, 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 up. Oh, feels good. Bring it back, and then lower down. The next stretch is an abdomen stretch. So we're gonna take our hands, come up onto our forearms. Now, this is gonna be really relative to you. Everybody's gonna have a different ability to stretch. This may be enough right here. If you just press, it's like a Cobra Pose, right? So you're just lifting up into your forearms and pushing and making sure that you're not feeling your lower back, okay? And then lower all the way back down. So take it into your forearms, into your hands, and push. Now, if you can come a little higher, then go ahead and do so, but only if it feels okay, and open your legs wider if you need to. That's a stretch for the front wall of your spine. Lower and lengthen all the way back down again. So don't push yet, start to lift. Then you push. So you start the lift and then you push. That should feel really good. If this is bothering your back, then don't do it. Okay, don't go up as high or only go as high as you can. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Start the lift without pushing and then start to press. You want to feel your pelvis coming up if possible, so you get the stretch in that part of the spine, the front of the spine. You may not realize it, but the front of your spine is located in the abdominal area. Right? We all think of our spine as being in our back, but it's actually the front of it is right in the abdomen area. Holding that stretch and then lowering all the way back down. Beautiful. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. I want to do this because I want to do the wrist stretch, okay? So hopefully you're okay on your knees for a moment. Turn your fingers to face you, and then shift back a little bit, and you're gonna feel the stretch in the back of the forearm, the back of the wrist area. Push your buttocks back a little bit if you can, yeah. And then go back and forth, just tiny little pulses. You won't stay here long. Okay, now the second one is a side-to-side motion. You take your fingertips and face them into each other, and then you go side to side, shift. As you go from one side to the other, you're gonna feel the opposite side. You feel that? Yeah? Open your hands a little wider if you're not feeling it. Shifting and shifting. 2 more. Shifting and shifting, and then releasing those and coming onto our side lying exercise next. So we're gonna do a side lying. You may need a towel or a strap for this. I don't need it, but I'm gonna show you as if I did so you know what to do. I'm gonna put the towel around my top foot, but I'm gonna put it so that I can pull from behind like this, okay? Do you see what I just did? Okay, because I want you to see if you can pull that leg back. Okay, now some of you are not going to need the towel. You're just going to grab your hand there, okay? So is everybody comfortable with that? All right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your bottom leg and put it on top of your knee and push down on that. It's a huge stretch that goes right into the knee joint. Can you feel that? Yeah, so you want to push that knee toward the floor and try to breathe. Some of you may feel a pain right where that iliotibial band inserts in the knee joint right there. It's okay if you're feeling that. It's going to go away. It's just the insertion area. It's just a tight area. Squeeze your buttocks and push your pelvis forward a little bit. Stay there for one more breath. And then release that. Yeah, that will stretch that whole area right there out. Let's go to the other side. So what you want to think of is you got to get that towel or the, so that you can bring it from behind you, right? You want to be able to bring it from behind. Okay, and then you want to pull it back as you pull down. The more you bend that knee, so you pull that arm back, the more you're going to feel that. I learned this stretch from a physical therapist years ago, and it's really important for getting into the insertion area. At first, when I first did it, I could feel it so much that I thought it was a problem, but it won't hurt you. So it might be one exercise or one stretch that you feel very deep, close to the joint. Squeeze the buttocks a little bit. Try to breathe, one more breath. And then you're going to release that. Some of you might not feel that at all. It just depends on what you do. I'm a cyclist, so I feel it because of the cycling. Okay, from there, we're going to go back onto our back again. We're going to do a stretch for the hamstrings and for the hip joint. You're going to take the towel or whatever, the strap, around your right foot. The other leg can either go out straight or it can stay bent. Actually, for this one, it should go out straight. Now, before you go over to the side with that right leg, you should turn the leg bone out and then bring it over. Okay, that's the safest way to actually get into a stretch when it's going out to the side. You want to rotate it in the socket first, and then just hold that there. The opposite pelvic bone on the left side is your anchor. You don't want to force your knee on that leg. You just keep that pelvis as the anchor. Stay there, taking a deep breath in. Now, I like to use my opposite hand to pull that leg through. And then the same thing, if you're going to go across your body, you want to internally rotate. So turn inward with that leg in that direction that it's going and bring it over the left. And then let it just kind of be supported by the towel or the strap. Try not to hold any muscle effort here. This whole pelvis will be rotated toward that side. The opposite hand is just there for support. You can turn your head. Stay there for the breath. And then grab with your opposite hand to pull back up. Release the strap. Take under your knee and pull your knee, bypassing your rib cage off to your shoulder area. And hold on to that. And then see if you can push your heel up and down. Bending and stretching that leg, driving through the heel, pressing up and down. One more. And then take that leg and lengthen it and notice how it feels compared to your other leg. You may feel it's a little bit looser, it has less restriction. We'll take the other leg, bring it up. It's a motivation to want to do the other side. Holding on to that first, just getting that acclimation to the stretch. So we're going to be going over to the same side, so the same side hand, but you're going to rotate the leg bone outward first and then let it start to drop to that side. If you rotate it outward, you'll have more freedom. Stay there and just allow yourself to let the leg drop into the support. Opposite pelvic bone is the anchor. Let your breath be really fluid here. Keep breathing in and out naturally. You can take your opposite hand to pull that leg across. And as we're going to go to that side now, turn the leg bone slightly inward and let it drop over. And then find a place where you can hold on to it, trying to let go of any tension. Head can turn the other way. It doesn't have to, but it can. If you're still holding on to that leg muscularly, try to drop it into that towel or strap. Starting to bring the leg back up, grab it with the other hand and release that. Take underneath the knee and then pull the knee over toward, bypass the rib cage toward the shoulder and hold it there. Push up and down. Try to press through your heel and down. Good. Drive it up and down. Up, one more. And bring it in, and then take both knees, and you're gonna take a hold of your big toes. This is the happy baby pose. And lift your heels up. Kind of just hold on to your legs, your elbows are just inside. Flexed feet, and then rock it side to side. And you feel like a happy baby. Or you know the other name of it is dead bug. It's not as appealing to me. Okay, stay there, take a deep breath. And then you're gonna release your legs, release your arms. You can reach overhead if you want and get that big stretch. Stretch everything, try to tension every part of your body as tight as you can, and then relax. Release your arms and close your eyes. We're gonna start with the feet first, tightening the feet, tightening the legs. I'm gonna squeeze every muscle you can in your lower body. So find your quads, your buttocks, hamstrings, calves, every muscle you can from the lower body down. Inhale. Exhale, completely relax. Squeeze your arms now, squeeze your chest muscles, your back muscles, scrunch your face muscles. Pull everything in tight, arms in tight to your body, whole upper body now tense as can be. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax. Now we do the whole body. Start with the feet, the legs, the arms, everything starts to tension. See if you can find any muscle you haven't tensioned yet. Face, scrunch your eyes, squeeze everything. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release. Now without tensioning the body, take a deep breath in. And exhale, release whatever's left. Take 2 more full breaths in. And then when you're ready, just roll over to your side. Push yourself up. Take a nice deep breath in. Slowly bring your hands down, calming your central nervous system. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, and slowly coming down. And that's class.